Okay, so yeah,
At least you did 2 practice live streams for Able Gamers a couple of years ago, like 5 years ago.
I did, yes. I'll probably do another one just to make sure, for that's not on PlayStation 5, just to make sure that it's working for the,
like the PVR,
PVR, yeah. So, I don't know if anyone...
the same thing about figuring out our voices for Operation Raccoon City.
Yeah, like the PVR lets you have, I think, lets you add PC audio. So I think I can do that for the Discord to get our Discord voices in it and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, now I see that you're live. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, anybody jumping in? Basically, what happened was I was playing Dragoon and I went to the PlayStation 5's menu, and then the stream completely bugged out and ended. So now I have another test stream going, basically because I'm concerned about the PlayStation 5 crapping out on me in midstream. So I want to know if it happened because I went to the menu, or if it happened because of bullshit. Okay, new game.
And this is the game that uses text-to-speech for its character voices, right?
It is, yes. I'm surprised. I'm starting a new game, but it's giving me like a level select. Did they patch that in because they knew the game was hot garbage? Okay, I guess we'll play. Yeah, someone thinks it might have happened because of the download that I got kicked, which also very plausible. But now I know not to like tempt fate when it comes to the charity streams.
Yeah, I mean, at least on the charity streams, you know that's going to be like one game you're focusing on, like Gollum, Phantom Menace. They'll also be on PS5. And then,
Someone's asking if I've tried Transformers Convoy No Natso, which is the Japanese-only like Famicom like impossible Transformers game. It is on a bootleg like NES Classic that I've got. I haven't played far into it, but I have tried it.
God, that's making me nostalgic for the AVGN episode on it.
Yep. The funny fact that the nerd didn't cover, the reason why that movie is sorry, let me English right. So that Transformers Famicom game, its name translates to Mystery of Optimus Prime because Prime's Japanese name is Convoy, apparently.
Well, yeah, he does note that. He does. No, say
but the thing is. You know, Optimus Prime dies in the Transformers movie, the original one, and that movie was not released in Japan, so that video game was released to cover why Prime just disappeared from the series, if you hadn't seen the movie.
Yeah, I remember reading that story, and I don't know if they ever entertained doing an international release of that, but it's a good thing they didn't.
The floor was stroking out. Happy birthday, Landon, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
God, look at the light will just, like, cut off at certain... Yep, the lights just cuts off behind the thing.
Stop doing that. Why are you playing with the headlights and the siren?
I didn't touch anything. This stuff is happening on its own.
Okay. So before firing up the test streams tonight, like I went to the library to get some movies because Ma and I like to meet up for a movie night on Thursdays. I got Tremors and she really liked it, so I went looking for some other stuff. I picked up the Chernobyl Diaries. Actually, there's no the in the title, and I just watched it for my own personal amusement before firing up these streams. That is a very stock and very stupid horror movie.
And it's fun. I thought that was like a TV show, not a movie.
Chernobyl is a series. Chernobyl Diaries is a crappy horror movie. Oh crap! The car radio is dead. Did you pick up Volcano? No, I've never heard of Volcano.
Oh, I think they're talking about it's Miles' friend Alan was saying I needed to watch that.
Oh, I have control now. Wow, the looking controls are really freaking messed up. Like, if I had the time and my channel was more successful, I'd have, like, I have a lot of, like, crappy movies that I picked up for Mystery Science Theater Night, because I have a part of a meetup group. The head keeps snapping every time I stop moving, and it's bugging me all over again. So, like, I have a collection of, like, schlock hole movies that I wouldn't mind, like, talking about, but I just don't have the time for it. Because, again, I have a full-time day job that, and limited time to do this, and also I do need to actually try finding a girlfriend at some point. Follow Kelly and get some help.
Is anybody there? Hello.
Need to label your thumbnails. Like, the
This place is
the guidelines for thumbnails have changed like 5 times. Yeah, I had to start making thumbnails because, like, I swear that YouTube's basic algorithm for picking out thumbnails, like, picks it whenever the picture just changes radically at once, so you get, like, a random aside becomes the thumbnail that doesn't represent the video at all.
Is anybody there? Hello.
What accent is that?
I am
Is anybody there? Hello. A bad vibe about this place. Yeah, that's how cops talk.
Stephen Hawking his voice had more emotion than this.
It did, yes.
Yeah.
Hello. Anyone
Is the
there?
teleporting head making anyone want to puke yet? Like, I haven't played this in ages. I forgot that all this... I think making this was... I remember now. This was like the very first episode I made, like, in my new house, I think.
And we need some
Oh, wow.
Officer, are you all right?
I think one of the last episodes you made, like, in your original plays, was that Sayray thing, I think it was called.
Sayray, but then I did Erica, because I remember Erica I opened up, like, in the aftermath of Sayray.
Ah. Your assistance, officer.
He's covered in blood,
What
you
are
dipstick.
Why are you standing in a corner like that?
And I thought the main characters of Chernobyl Diaries were stupid.
Help.
Help. Help. That was the most uninterested sounding help.
Help.
Oh, wow.
Police. Murder.
I did not remember the muzzle flash being that shardy.
Come in, Kelly. Are you all right?
That
He
was
just-
so...
Come in.
He sank into the ground.
Where are you?
It's like they wanted to do the body melting effect from, like, Resident Evil 4 and 5, and they didn't know how to make it.
Well, they didn't have budget for a single voice actor, so... Guns, lots of guns. Someone wanted to rip off the Matrix. Okay, please, God, tell me there's a run button. Oh, there's the digital homicide zombies. God, the aiming is so freaking oversensitive.
It's just funny how digital homicide's now a footnote in history.
Yeah. Okay. Pick up more guns from the police car. Found a speed run of Minute to Win It. Actually saw episodes 2 through 4. That's impressive. Must have been a version with better controls than the Wii version.
I have played the RE4 remake, and it is a pretty solid remake, and really there's things to appreciate about both the original and the remake.
Now, the shotgun's recoil seems to be determined by random number generator.
I am noticing that our voices, they can be heard, but it feels like the stream audio is a little soft here.
The stream audio, but meaning like in-game or in the voices?
Like, I don't know if it's just a difference in my volume or what, but...
Okay. God, this recoil is making this feel absolutely disgusting to play. I did kill you. What the hell?
I'm sorry, did that zombie just growl like a jaguar?
I think he did, yes. The Atari Jaguar has returned for vengeance. Oh, come on, you were dead already!
I think the Atari Jaguar might actually have one of the more unpleasant opening logos of a console.
Christ. What the hell?
Oh, they say our voices are fine, so yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. God, this... Everything about this how this controls is making me, is making my skin crawl. Okay, I have to kill these guys. There's no zooming, even though I have a scope on this thing. I got fear. Yeah, I swear the recoil just goes in a random direction every time you shoot. God, there's got to be a way to run faster. Okay, X jumps. Square brings up an awkward list of weapons. Triangle does nothing. R1 reloads. R2 shoots, obviously. Oh! Oh, you push L1 to go into the scope, but if you hold L1 like a normal game, it does this bullshit. It strobes back and forth.
That clearly tells me that this was ported from PC, because lots of PC FPSs do it like that, where the aim down the sights is toggle instead of hold.
Okay, so L2 does run, so there is a better movement option here. Bullet. Okay, why is there a black bar along the top of the screen? Won't you people fuck off! Okay, I thought the red bars were health. I thought the red spheres were health. Okay, I think the red spheres are health. Come on, get health, get health. And the red spheres are not doing jack squat. Oh, the red spheres are XP. That garbage.
I'm sure the XP does so much to help you.
I'm certain it does. I've heard of Carnival. I don't know what Carnival really is. I think it's like a rail shooter.
Isn't that like an arcade rail shooter?
I think it is.
I've heard the name, I just never played it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was an arcade game, but apparently it's an RPG. Okay.
Well, that's a different viewer. No, they're saying that about the game.
Oh God! Watch how bad the camera jerks around while firing this gun. Okay.
Somebody's asking about Escape from Bug Island.
Oh yes, I remember Escape from Bug Island. Escape from Bug Island kind of had a similar New Game Plus mode thing going as Left Alive does. I am stuck and I can't get out. I cannot move.
These zombies look like Gollum.
They do.
It's like they're trying to take vengeance on you before it's even time.
Yeah, preemptively taking vengeance for Gollum. Okay.
Their walk animations also remind me of Hellboy on the PS1.
What am I stuck on?
Horrible game, by the way.
Okay.
Oh my... Wow.
Jesus Christ! Trying to fire a machine gun in this fucking game! God damn!
This is why Left 4 Dead has the shove button.
This is why Left 4 Dead is not garbage!
Yep.
Jeez, okay, I was joking earlier. That might genuinely make me nauseous. Oh, for God's sake.
It's making me kind of sick looking at it.
Yeah, I think I need to switch guns just to, for the health of everyone inside. Just as good as Family Guy video game is not a high bar.
I would argue the Simpsons game 2007 is actually a good game, unlike Family Guy, because you did not like Family Guy. I did not like Family Guy, the game.
Like, I thought parts of Family Guy were tolerable, mainly anytime you played as Stewie. It was designed for people way younger than its demographic, but it was, but they were at least tolerable.
Yeah, the Stewie levels were like the only decent part. The Peter levels were bull crap, and the Brian levels were bullshit.
Yeah.
You could try Family Guy Back to the Multiverse in the 360. That one, I guess you could say it's a lot more cookie cutter, but it's a more better designed game. Like, you're not gonna rip your hair out playing it.
I stood on top of the zombies' heads and got out of that cheese and rice.
That I don't know what that is. And
Dead Man
also the
Wonderland,
reason
yeah,
the first
okay.
stream ended was because the PS5 bugged out when he tried switching games.
Yeah. Well, it bugged out when I tried installing The Unknown City because some people were curious about it, and I had pretty much hit the end of Dragooned anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Might as well reload. Get the ammo.
Fun fact about Family Guy Back to the Multiverse, that's pretty much the last game ever made by beloved licensed game developer Heavy Iron.
I have never heard of them.
They made Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, a couple of SpongeBob games, Incredibles on PS2 and GameCube. What else did they do?
I have heard Night of
Disney
100
stuff.
Frights is a kind of a Metroidvania game. I might have to check that one out.
It's a pretty good one. And it's a pretty nice tribute to like the classic Scooby-Doo stuff.
Probably better than classic Creep Capers.
Oh, definitely. Night of 100 Frights is often considered the best Scooby-Doo game.
Yeah. Is this better than the Slaughtering Grounds?
Yeah.
Barely.
Barely.
Because, like, the Slaughtering Grounds doesn't have weapon recoil that makes you genuinely physically ill, which this one does. How many bullets is this fucker gonna take before he dies? Like, I shoot him once and he recoils for like 3 full seconds, and then I can shoot him again. So I think I've told this story before, but the Scooby-Doo, there was an Easter egg in the Scooby-Doo 2 movie, the live-action one, where if you stayed to the end, it gave you a code for the Game Boy Advance game. And I went most of my life not knowing what that does, but until I decided to look it up one day. The code is SD2, which is on its own is kind of embarrassing because like I could have freaking guessed that. But what it does is, if you play Scooby-Doo 2, the movie license game on the Game Boy Advance, normally it cuts off and like you don't find out who the villain is unless you enter that code. They didn't want to spoil the movie, so you can't see the game's true ending unless you've gotten the code from the movie.
Yep. And it's funny because like I think
come on,
like
you were
HBO Max streaming prints actually cut out that post-credits scene with the code because it's like the GBA is like 20 years old now, so it's like not many people are gonna have a GBA to see what the code does.
Oh, thank fuck!
I am curious to see if that scene is still on the Blu-ray because I haven't rewatched Scooby-Doo 2.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm kind of getting the itch to rewatch it.
I own the first Scooby-Doo. I don't own the second one. I played any Power Rangers games. Just briefly tried the bootleg Super Nintendo ones on my PAP 1.
I think I described to you 007 Legends doing the exact same thing where the game cuts off to quote-unquote prevent spoilers.
Yeah.
Because, so they picked a movie from each of the Bond actors to like do levels around, and they picked Skyfall for Daniel Craig because Quantum of Solace and Casino Royale already had their own games, I'm presuming.
Yeah, well,
And
there was Quantum of Solace, which folded in the plot of Casino Royale.
Yeah,
in fact,
that's-
2/3 of the game was Casino Royale.
fun fact about the Quantum of Solace game, the PS2 version, which is a completely different game, actually evens out Quantum of Solace and Casino Royale a little bit more. Like, it deletes like a 1 or 2 Casino Royale levels and adds like a Quantum of Solace level.
Huh. Which one is this?
This was on the PS2 version.
Oh, wow. The PS2
Yeah,
version
like-
is usually just the reworked Wii version by that point.
Yeah, like, it's funny because, so the PS3 and 360 one was done by Treyarch, and I'm 90% certain that was the last non-Call of Duty game they worked on, even though the game's a Call of Duty clone with Gears of War elements.
Yeah,
And
that,
the Wii version was done by Beanox. They just took Treyarch's game and they downported it to the Wii. But the PS2 version was done by Eurocom. And it was a completely different game. Like, it's fully a third-person shooter, and, like, it goes full in with, like, the stealth elements and everything. It's only a single-player game, and it's kind of short, but it's actually often considered the best of the Quantum of Solace ports. So...
yes, Eurocom, recently famous on my channel for making a god-awful Harry Potter Connect game that skips over more than half of the movies.
Now that I think about it, Harry Potter Connect combined with 007 Legends is why Eurocom died.
Oh. Damn.
Because, well, 007 Legends was such a massive failure that Eurocom closed, like, right after.
Oh, you hate to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. I do like collecting Nintendo 64 games, and I don't have that one yet, and I know it's short. I guess part of why I've been hesitant to do that one is I don't want to look like I'm intentionally going after all of Rerez's old review subjects.
I swear that bulky zombie that's in front of you keeps doing the dab.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I have a stack of machine guns, but I keep firing one at a time, because if I don't, I'm gonna throw up.
Yes, it is true that except for some mobile games and the few GoldenEye re-releases we've gotten, 007 Legends is currently the last James Bond game we've gotten. Though the Hitman developers are working on a 007 game, but we don't know when that's coming.
Yeah. I have not played Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time. I do, however, have a fan-made or a fan-made, like, expansion on a hard cartridge called Zelda Dawn and Dusk or something like that.
You know there's a ROM hack of Mario 64 that actually it has you running around in Ocarina of Time's maps?
I did not.
And it actually makes more sense than you think, because Ocarina of Time really runs on a heavily modified Mario 64 engine, so I'm imagining it was not that hard to, like, pull the map data and, like, just get it working.
Every now and then my character, like, super jumps, and I have absolutely no idea why. Like, can't really get any height here, but if I go over, like, here, suddenly I jump like I'm, Jesus Christ. Okay,
You jump on like you're on the moon.
Exactly, yeah.
Somebody says Isaac Newton hasn't invented gravity yet.
Gravity, like, apparently they paved their roads with trampoline here. People have been asking me why there hasn't been a new Terrors of the Library in a while, and the simple answer is Terrors of the Library is for, like, games that I get from the library, and I've just had a bunch of stuff at home to cover. But one thing that's at the library that I have been meaning to cover for a while, and just haven't gotten to it yet, is 007 Legends on the Wii U.
Yeah, 007 Legends is just sad. Because it's like you can tell they tried, but also they were put on a massively tight deadline. Like, in particular, like, what was kind of lambasted is like, the movies they adapt are obviously heavily abridged, and, like, people also have to question the choice of movies.
Well, especially since Roger Moore had the longest tenure of any James Bond actor, and they picked what was widely regarded. I think it's kind of had a renaissance of opinion lately, but they picked Moonraker, which is widely regarded as like the second worst Bond movie behind Die Another Day. And I think they did pick Die Another Day for Pierce Brosnan. They did pick Die
Another Day to represent Pierce Brosnan, and again, I'm guessing the logic of why they picked Die Another Day was because it was the only Brosnan movie that was not adapted into a game, but it's like, the games that were, except for, I mean, obviously GoldenEye was a no-no, because they already did, like, the full GoldenEye remake. Eurocom had already did that a few years prior, but Tomorrow Never Dies and The World Is Not Enough's game adaptations were well over a decade old at that point. I don't think people would have minded if they just remade them in the 007 Legends engine.
Yeah. But yeah, I am planning to get to 007 Legends on the Wii U just because it is at the library. So is Gotham Knights. That's been another one where people are kind of asking when I was going to get to it. I think when the streams are over, I'm probably going to do a review of Gollum just to kind of double dip on it while it's still fresh in my mind. This sidewalk is made of trampoline!
I mean, it makes sense you'd be doing Lord of the Rings. The Lord of Ring Gollum next, because after all, when you did Able Gamers, you did Mortal Kombat Mythologies right after.
Yeah, because, like, I had already played through so much of it, and, like, there's never going to be a better time for it, except Gollum will be inferior. I can jump up to where the, to this traffic lights! Gollum will be inferior only because I won't be able to do ice puns.
I mean, it's a train wreck of a game. It's like one of those games where you just had to wonder even before it released, like, who the hell wanted it?
Yeah.
Because Gollum is one of the beloved Lord of the Rings characters, but he's not exactly a character you can center an entire story around.
Yeah. I am really lucky that blue zombie off to the left is stuck on... The blue zombie off on the left is stuck on the curb. He can't move, which luckily gives me ample time to kill the mold zombie over here.
And
he's moving now.
He shambled so far away.
You mentioned one time that you uploaded the clip on YouTube. You played The Incredibles, and the first level Bomb Voyage got stuck on a wall. I was like, I would have looked up to see if I could find I Ran So Far Away being sung in French.
Well, I titled the clip I Ran So Far in French, and then my friend Brandon in the comments went, he typed out in French, and in the end, he didn't get anywhere.
What do I think of Arkham Shadow? I think it looks interesting, but the other Batman Arkham VR game was a complete pile of shit. Like, you didn't really do anything for it, so like, I am not optimistic for it as far as being a game. Like, I know that Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted, the first one was a pretty solid game. The second one just looks like crap. The sidewalk is melting through the texture for the fence. So, like, I just feel like VR still hasn't gotten past the point of, like, being, like, cool little tech demos as opposed to, like, full-fledged games. Like, there's a Godzilla VR arcade game at the Dave & Buster's that's freaking amazing, except, like, it's not really much of a game because, it's a rail shooter, but it's a really easy rail shooter. Like, it's more just for the sensation of being in this VR area.
Well, pretty much the only VR games that successfully transition to being like full experiences are shooter games. Like, they did a full port of the original Resident Evil 4 to VR. And then, like, some of the more recent Resident Evil games, like 7, 8, and the remake of 4, they have VR modes where you can play the game start to finish in VR. And it's funny, there were not one, but two Walking Dead VR games, Saints and Sinners and Onslaught. I mean, Onslaught I've heard is the weaker of the two games, but Onslaught is notable for being the only Walking Dead game based on the TV show that I'm aware of that doesn't suck. Because every other game based on the TV show sucks. The comics have a much better track record than games. I mean, in my opinion, that perfectly fits because I prefer the comics to the TV show, but...
Then one night, this demon appeared out of nowhere.
I just realized the reason you're stuck at this blue portal is because the text-to-speech is going on a...
Yeah, she's giving me backstory about this Demon King that you don't need to see. I think Miles, well, I've got the Walking Dead Destinies because it's the third member of the trifecta of Shard games that came out last year. And I think, if I remember, I think Miles gave me Walking Dead Survival Instinct to kind of double feature with it.
Yeah, like, in some, like, Survival Instinct is the more polished game, but it's easily the more frustrating. And Destinies, it's funny bad, but it does wear out its welcome, like, as the further you get in, but at least you're not gonna hate it's not gonna be a frustrating experience, it's just gonna be more of a boring one.
Yeah.
So...
The
yeah, I tried out Survival... Like, I got Survival Instinct, Family Guy Back to the Multiverse, and Aliens Colonial Marines the same day, just because I wanted to toy around with playing crap games for my YouTube channel.
I'd say you were 0 for 3 if you were buying those on purpose.
Yeah, I bought them on purpose, knowing what they were, and the funny thing is, only Walking Dead Survival Instinct broke me that day. Like, Colonial Marines, it wasn't good, but, like, I was fine playing it, and then Back to the Multiverse, I was kind of, like, I at least kind of saw effort in it. Like, I mean, probably didn't help the bad memories of the PS2 game, made me heavily prefer Back to the Multiverse.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a slight correction on Walking Dead Destinies. It actually covers seasons 1 to 4. Well, the first half of season 4, anyway.
I swear to God, the aiming sensitivity has jumped up, like, 4 times. Crap in a hat. Okay, I have to be very... Okay. Trying to pause, and it's not working.
Another fun fact about Walking Dead Survival Instinct, there was DLC that added a poor man's Call of Duty Zombies mode to the game, where it's like survival, and it was pathetic. And obviously you can't get that DLC anymore. Oh, and another thing, the only way I could make Survival Instinct tolerable was this DLC hammer or something that was... Because one of the big problems with Survival Instinct is that even when you go for the head, it just takes too many hits to put down a zombie. And one of the DLC weapons you get was like one of the only ways I can make the experience tolerable, because it never failed to take out a zombie in 2 hits.
Reminds me when I played Aliens Colonial Marines, I needed the DLC weapons to beat the... Fuck me! The aiming has gotten intolerable! Like, I still have shitloads of recoil, but now the stick has wildly oversensitive... Did I kill them? I can't fucking tell!
I doubt it, because they're bullet sponges.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I remember getting stuck in this level. That's the big... Or maybe it's the next one I'm thinking of. I have to find the gun hidden in one of the houses. Okay, come on. My guy's walking like he's fucking drunk. Okay, I can't go through here.
If only you were able to play the Star Wars game where Obi-Wan's voice actor sounded like he was drunk in the recording booth.
Which one was that again?
It was just called Star Wars Obi-Wan.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was a launch title for the original Xbox, and, like, really, the story is part prequel and part adaptation of the Phantom Menace. And, like, the big problem with it is that your lightsaber combat controls are all tied to the right stick. Like, it was, like, one of those games that tried to be ambitious, and, like, it utterly failed for it. It's very telling. It's actually very telling because Star Wars Obi-Wan is the only Star Wars game, to my knowledge, except maybe... No, the original Lego Star Wars was another one. Star Wars Obi-Wan is the only one Star Wars game that never became backwards compatible on any of the future Xboxes.
Someone want to tell me what the fucking universe this is where you fire a gun and your aim immediately swerves 8 feet to the left?
To me, it sounds like your character is... The character's arms don't even have flesh on them, they're just bones. Like the enemies that just killed you.
Fucking crunk-ass motherfucker.
No, Star Wars Obi-Wan is not backwards compatible on 360. Neither is Jedi Outcast, even though Jedi Outcast would eventually become compatible with Xbox One and Series X.
Okay, come on. Fuck me sideways and running. Okay, oh, I thought there were... One guy... oh, crap, he has the high ground.
It's over, Jetto. We've got the high ground.
That's not true! That's impossible! I can't tell what the fuck I'm... Don't you...
Well, you say real guns have less recoil than this. Well, that's implying these are real guns you're using.
Yeah. Like, it's worse than just the gun's recoil. It's that this level has, like, made changed it to where the aiming curse, like the aiming on the stick, is ungodly oversensitive. Okay, the shotgun seems to be actually doing decently against these people if I can avoid... Ha! Suck it! Okay, now just to hope I hit another checkpoint so I don't have to fight those guys again. Like... I'm barely nudging the stick, and it's turning me like I was a normal game where I was moving the stick all the way to the side. Come on. Okay. Ah, okay, saving. So, got more Gollum-looking motherfuckers, but at least... Okay. Okay, so yeah, my shotgun seems to be the most effective weapon in this stage. Hopefully I find enough ammo for it. Walk in a straight line, you drunk-ass bastard. Okay. I feel like there's probably one spawned behind me. Oh, hey! 2 or 3 shots where my gun had normal recoil like a regular damn firearm. Okay, come on.
Oh my god.
What?
Of course there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Oh, wow. Shotgun killed that guy in 2 hits. Okay, I need more ammo for my shotgun because I'm probably going to get fucked before too long on this. I swear, I'm holding forward and the guy keeps careening to the right, like the game is having trouble mapping the direction keys to where you're facing. I nudged the control stick and spun 360 degrees and thought I had turned when I hadn't. This fucking game. There's no... Bullet holes floating in mid-air! Voila! There, yep, right there.
Yep. Let me guess, if you touch it, you take damage.
I have no idea. I'm not keen to find out. Jeez, the noisy cricket in Men in Black doesn't have this much recoil to it.
There's an American Dad video game?
I did not know that.
I don't even know if that exists. I never heard of it, unless it's a mobile game.
everything has a mobile game, so that could be it.
I know there was a kart racer that had like Family Guy, American Dad, and King of the Hill characters, but that was like a mobile game. Which kind of sucked, because that actually sounds like it would be kind of cool to play like on a home console.
Yeah. What in the name of hell? Okay, I need to switch to another gun because the shotgun's about
They just
empty.
screwed up a Call of Duty zombie crawling out of the ground animation.
Yeah. Like, the stream must be a few seconds behind where I am, because that happened a few seconds before you mentioned it.
I gifted him the Episode 3 game. I think it was for Christmas or your birthday or something. I forget which.
Yeah.
And you can play that on your 360, so...
Yeah. Trying to line up a basic shot. Okay. Yep, zombie con phasing out. Ah, son of a you rat bastard. Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead and Rebel Moon. I have not seen Army of the Dead. Miles showed me Rebel Moon. Part 1 was tolerable. Part 2 I thought was crap.
Miles...
Oh, you
like,
motherfucker!
One of the first watch parties I had with Miles was with Army of the Dead. I mean, it was a fine movie. Like, it has some of Zack Snyder's quirks that make it a bit weird to watch, but, I mean, it was fine.
Yeah, I've got 5% health left, and I don't think respawning at a checkpoint brings you any back.
Oh, it was I remember, it was the slaughtering grounds, where if you got killed, you would keep taking negative damage if you chose not to respawn, and the enemies just kept beating your dead corpse, and if you respawn, all that negative damage you took would, like, stack up, so if you took, like, 100 damage, you'd just drop right dead again.
Yeah. I remember this hill. I think this hill is a bitch part. Of course, I didn't think it's going to be a bitch part when I have 5% health left. But yeah, that was a thing in the slaughtering grounds. You would keep taking damage after having died, and then any damage you took would carry over to your next life. Again, I think I tried to turn... Of course, now I'm going to... I died from someone off-screen because I have no health. Okay, Shit, I'm stuck on a wall. God damn it. Okay. This. Get unstuck from the pillar, you drunk asshole!
Running on old game logic where you don't get your health refilled at the checkpoint.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Any chance I can just run through all this? Nope, they put the... Nope, that made me die faster.
I saw
why
the
not?
spastic motion at the end.
Jump for it! Aha! Now I have the high ground, motherfucker! I'm stuck on a zombie's head and I can't get off.
Help, I'm on a zombie's head and I can't get off.
Okay, let's see if any... Oh, crap, I fell off. And I died.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun while it lasted. Stuck from the... Yep, dead again.
Well, the reason this game's giving you digital homicide flashbacks is because this game uses a lot of the pre-made assets that digital homicide games would use.
Almost got the game to kind of bug out and let me kill those guys. Okay, that gun's almost empty. This gun has some ammo left in it, though. Aha! Okay, well, that first guy was stuck on a wall, at least. How is it that the sniper rifle has the least amount of recoil of the guns? Oh, so far, I had to jinx it. Come on.
Keeps getting worse and worse the more you fire.
There! Okay, got through that part.
I feel like the recoil's worse depending on what part of the map you're standing in.
Okay, ammo box, let's refill the shotgun because it's one of the only guns that works right. Oh wow, I got 6 extra bullets, like 6 extra bullets for it. Fan-fucking-tastic. Yeah, I know that XP does not do a damn thing.
They just put it in because RPG progression is all the craze, dude.
It wouldn't surprise me if they only put it in so they could put RPG on the list of genres that the game is.
Probably, it would get them more ratings on the storefront.
I am getting really sick of this shit where they spawn someone in front of you and someone behind you. Can't go through there because it's... I don't think I can get the crouch walk there. Okay, well, at least both the enemies spawned in front of me that time. Okay. Let's pull back out the sniper rifle, because at least it has some damage output. So for all of those of you who have just joined us, this is how fast you turn if you just put the stick all the way to the side. It's like fucking big rigs. Oh, crap. I should not have done that, and I don't remember which direction I was moving. I think I was going this way. Yeah, that was going this way. Oh god, I thought I was going to hop the fence and have to backtrack, and I was like, no! Come on, there's gotta be a fucking way out of here. Come on. Come on!
Yeah, I don't even know how I could try getting through playing this.
Well, at least the game glitched and that sword didn't read as having hit me. I think the game the game isn't doing like the heart rate pumping thing anymore, what that was doing when I was at low health. Maybe it, knock on wood, maybe it glitched to where I can't take damage.
Now.
That'd be nice, but I don't think it happened. Okay. Everything looks so the goddamn same. I have no idea if I'm backtracking or not. I guess if I keep going and I actually find an enemy, then it means
somebody's asking what your opinion on Bionicle Heroes is.
Haven't played it. I'm standing on a zombie's head again, I can tell. Son of a bitch. The second I get off, it's gonna hit me and I'm gonna die. Or not.
Oh my.
Nope, I'm not invincible. Just lucky with game bugs.
Yeah.
Well, I must have been going the right place because it spawned me right back where I was.
A few chances with the zombie standing next to you.
Yep.
But then it hit you. Oh my god. And there's no health power-ups or anything?
None that I have found. Like, there are a few health pickups in the first level. I haven't found any yet. And great, there's more enemies right here, too, so... Oh, good, they're stuck on walls, so hopefully I can get them.
Somebody's got a really good question for you.
Between this and Ride to Hell Retribution, which would you rather play right now? You know, at least I didn't get stuck on Ride to Hell Retribution, or at least not much.
Mm-hmm. Oh. God fucking...
I spawn in a cramped space and enemies immediately appear. Okay, go switch weapons. Switch the weapons to something that's useful. I have a feeling like I should be getting close to the end of this level, but I don't know if I am or not.
At this point, it feels like just an endurance test.
So this was the checkpoint. Well, this is where I was for the checkpoint. This.
Oh yeah, the people who made Phantom Menace on PS1 made Simpsons Wrestling on PS1.
I did not know that.
I watched a video that talked about Simpsons Wrestling. It was a guy called Sean Shaunson, and he acknowledged it's a pretty badly designed game, but it also has some sort of hidden depths to it that can make it, like, sort of playable.
Like, I think the idea behind Simpsons Wrestling was, like, they were more concerned with, like, making jokes about the series. Like, I think Ned Flanders is one of the best characters in the game.
He is. Like in the Sean Shaunson video, he goes on about how fighting Ned Flanders is an utter nightmare, only because he has a lightning attack that goes on for, like, a solid 10 seconds, and it can drain, like, half your health in one go. And when you finally manage to beat Ned Flanders, he gets resurrected by God and gets all his health refilled. So you actually have to beat him twice in order to win a round against him.
So Ned Flanders is Megatron X. Holy shit.
That said, you can unlock Ned Flanders, and thankfully you keep all his buffs.
So you keep what a broken asshole he is.
Yeah. This entire stream's getting me nostalgic for stuff I watched already.
Motherfuckers.
Another question asks, who would win in a fight, Star-Lord or Buzz Lightyear?
I think Star-Lord has the better array of weaponry, but I don't know how well Buzz Lightyear's, like, armor holds up to all that. Like, Buzz Lightyear's got better flight capability.
And it's like, we're talking which Buzz Lightyear? Are we talking the Star Command version or the crappy-ass Lightyear version?
We're talking the Star Command version because the Lightyear version is not Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. Absolutely, we're going to talk about the Star Command version.
Like, my impression of Lightyear when I saw it, I haven't seen it since its theatrical run, was might have been an okay, like, science fiction movie on its own, but it had nothing to do with Buzz Lightyear. Like, his character or...
Really...
Holy fuck, a health drop! Sorry, bud. If only I could stay alive long enough to get it! God fucking damn it!
Aww. That sucks. Okay, so... Yeah, like, I watched Lightyear for my Pixar binge, and it's like... Yeah, it was incredibly underwhelming, and, like... Another thing that's, like, kind of really messed up about it is that they're trying to rewrite, and apparently the whole reason why it was made is because John Lasseter infamously did not like Buzz Lightyear: A Star Command, and even though he's gone from the company, seemingly a lot of Pixar and Disney employees are just that loyal to him, and the reason why Lightyear was made is just because they wanted to do something so that people would be like, it's Lightyear now. Stop asking us about Star Command. And, like, and of course the way they frame it is that it's an in-universe movie for Toy Story that's apparently what spawned the Buzz Lightyear toy, and like it's said to be Andy's favorite movie, and it doesn't line up at all. Like, one of our friends, MP, put it best. It doesn't look like the movie that spawned the Buzz Lightyear toy. It looks like a remake of that movie directed by Michael Bay.
Michael Bay would have made it fun, at least.
Mm-hmm. Now, the funny thing is that the director of Lightyear actually was one of the nicer Pixar employees about Buzz Lightyear or Star Command. Like, he at least entertained the idea that Lightyear spawned the cartoon, and then the cartoon spawned the toy. And I've kind of joked maybe that's why they fired him. Because he was one of the big layoffs from Pixar, like, last year.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he was fired for a different reason in actuality, but probably just layoffs because Pixar was struggling until Inside Out 2 came out.
Yeah. I'm stuck in a wall. Fucking
It's
beautiful.
funny that Star Command is still not on Disney Plus, and yet they put the PS1 game on PS5.
Yeah.
A couple of questions. Let's see.
Okay, I think I successfully ran past those enemies to get to a new checkpoint.
About time. Let's see the...
Look at this fire. That is pathetic. What the hell? Okay.
I've seen Kim Possible. I don't think Jado
I have not
has.
watched Kim Possible.
Yeah.
Did everyone die? I think all the enemies just, like, disintegrated. I have never heard of Titan Maximum. Okay, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Okay, I think I came in from that way, so I should probably go this way. Oh, balls!
It is not a digital homicide game, but it may
It just uses the same stock character models as a digital homicide game. Why won't you fucking die? I brought this up in the Suicide Squad review. I think the way you make there's an enemy hidden in the wall. I think the way you make a live service game that doesn't suck is, first of all, you make it competitive multiplayer, because that way people have a reason to keep playing. And I died from something I couldn't see. Fan-fucking-tastic. Switch over to a fucking gun that has fucking ammo. Oh! I can just run through this corridor here, and I guess that also triggered a checkpoint? I have no idea where I'm going. Any movies or TV shows you love that anybody hates? I've got a twofer. The movie Napoleon Dynamite, I did not like at all. The TV show, the animated TV show Napoleon Dynamite, I really liked, but I was pretty much the only one. Apparently, at some point I started respawning with 100% health. How the
Seriously? Oh my god!
How the hell did that happen? Please tell me I didn't backtrack to the start of the level. I have no idea where I am. I think I think Pokemon Aromatisse. I'm not familiar with that Pokemon. Did I get sent back to the start of this goddamn level?
Oh no! The environment looks all the same. So it's like you can't even tell.
I think I got sent to the start of. Holy fucking shit! I am stuck with nothing to kill me.
Oh, I saw that now.
I am stuck with no one to kill me, and there is no pause button to restart the game. So, the game has been rendered completely unwinnable. Oh, the fuck? Circle is the pause button.
Okay.
Why is circle the pause button? Carp in a tarp. Hold on, Oh, and I have no weapons except my pistol and my knife, neither of which do anything. So fuck!
Oh my.
One way or another, the game has rendered itself unwinnable. Jesus Christ. So, the game has basically completely fucked itself at this point, so I'm just gonna stare at this penis tree and probably call it a night.
That sounds about best you can do.
Yep. So, thank you everyone who tuned in. I apologize for the kind of rough start to the night. I basically wanted to test the PlayStation 5 streaming functionality for the charity streams that are going on this Saturday and next Saturday. So, tune in this Saturday. I'll be streaming Lord of the Rings Gollum. Hopefully, Schnick and/or Miles will be around to chat because I have learned that I am not good at live streaming on my own.
Oh wait, this Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday.
Let's see. What time are you gonna do it?
6 p.m. my time.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it because I might be working, but like depending on how long it goes for, I might be able to jump in, or I can at least look at the chat too. So,
well, just jump in if you can. I mean, no pressure. I mean, it's just basically just chatting while I do the game. It was the reason I was kind of apprehensive to ask you and Miles about it because I was like, am I an asshole for asking him to just sit on us watching me play a video game?
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll try what I can, and we'll see, but I know I can definitely make it for Phantom Menace when you do that, like, the following weekend, and obviously Operation Raccoon City, because I have to play that.
All right.
So, yeah.
So, yes, so look forward to that. It'll run smoother now that we've got the kinks ironed out, and see y'all later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll post the correct times on the Discord server. Okay.